Hello, guys. Good morning. Welcome to our live trading session for today. Um, Guys, it's Monday and it's another day to make profit from the forex market. All right. If you haven't been making profit, I'll advise you come join my trading event. Okay. So I have a trading event that I'm currently running, and the requirement is for you to fund your account on my live stream. So the challenge is actually, taking $20 to $100 before the end of this month. All right, and we are almost at double of um, our deposit. All right, so our initial deposit is $20, and we are currently at a profit of 21. All right, so we've made 100% of our deposit. So guys, come and join me. And as I've said earlier, to join, all you need to do is fund your account using the deposit with benefit banner. Now, if you click on the banner, it will take you to the deposit page. When you get to the deposit page, deposit $20 into your account. All right. So the $20 is what we aim to take to $100 before the end of the month. So today is 10, guys. There's still a lot of time to grow $20. All right. So we can go more than 100 to grow $20 to $100. We can go more than $100, but let me just keep it as it is, and try as much as possible that we don't lose our money. All right. So it's greed that makes you lose in the forex market. Even if you have the experience and you don't know how to control your greed, you are going to lose your money. All right. So all of these things work together. You can't leave one for the other one. They go together, right? So let's analyze the market and see what the forex has in stock for us today. So I'm currently on gold XAUUSD, right? So let's see what's going on gold. So last week on Friday, gold broke to the downside. Okay, gold broke to the downside. So with the NFP data that was released, the data gotten was stronger than the previous one, right? And that took gold to the negative side. And as I always explain on I explained during the live stream on Friday just before the event. I said if we get a weak data, USD is going to buy. Okay, sorry, it's going to sell rather. So anywhere we have USD as the base currency, USD will sell. All right. But where we have USD as the quote currency, USD, the pair will buy. Okay. So then it turns out that the data that was released was favorable to the USD. Okay. It was a positive data. And then it got USD into the strong side, right? And since USD is the quote currency on gold, okay, on gold pair, we have XAUUSD. So XAU is the base, while USD is the quote currency. So XAUUSD sold, all right? But in case where we have USD yeah, let's check on USD you see that the pair is buying, you see? So it's doing the opposite of what gold is doing. Okay. So what this simply means is that the data gotten is very favorable to the USD. All right. So Today we are going to analyze the market to see if we can move with the current direction of the trend. Okay, so as you can see here, it's very obvious that XAUUSD is still on the bearish side. Okay, so we have the market making a retracement back before the close of market on Friday. Okay, so there was a retracement. This is the 1 hour time frame. Okay, I think this was when the market opened last night. Because if you calculate this now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I think it's exactly 10 hours now when the market opened. The market tried to make a move back into the fair value gap, but it only succeeded in getting to this point. Okay, so we still have a fair value gap around here, and the market need to fill this, right? The market need to fill this. So let's go down to the lower time frame. Let's go see if all right. So you see, we expect the market to get to this point before making any bearish move, right? So this is my point of interest for the continuation of this trend. So let's go back to the 1 hour time frame, right? So with this kind of move, you see, it's very obvious that the market will keep going down, right? But we just need a valid retracement, right? So we actually have another zone where I think the market. So if the market decides, not to move from here, we have another zone the market would probably move from. Okay, so this is our fair value gap, which is our first POI, point of interest, and then we have the second one above, which is our order block, right? So the market can actually move from any of these two point of interest. Okay, so the if I don't want to use the fair value gap, I can decide to use the other block, which is still very okay. Okay, and as you can see, it aligns well with what we have. Uh, where I previously had my box drawn on the fair value gap. Okay, so it aligned with the level, right? So I'm just going to allow the market to get to this point before taking a sell entry, right? And aside the fair value gap and the other block, we also have a level where the market would possibly want to induce. Okay, so an inducement is going to happen here, right? An inducement is going to happen here. So the market will just go up, enter into this zone, and then reverse back. Okay, so this is an analysis made on the 1 hour time frame on XAU USD instrument. All right, so let's proceed to the next one. Below we have BTC USDT. Okay, let's go to the 1 hour time frame of BTC USDT. So this was also affected by the NFP news event, the data released, and this took. So USDT is actually United States data. Okay, so as I've said earlier, whatever is affecting the US economy is affecting their currency. Yeah. So you see how it took BTC USD to the strong sell zone. Okay. You see, it broke this level to the downside. And this was caused by the news event, okay, by the NFP data. All right, so let's analyze and see if we'll get an opportunity for today. So the crypto instruments are quite different from the Forex instruments. Crypto run even during the weekends, okay? So crypto runs even during weekend. All right, so we have a liquidity purge, and below here we have our change of character. So here's one thing you guys need to know. You can't have a liquidity purge without a change of character, okay? So if you get a liquidity purge and there's no change of character, the purge is not a valid purge, all right? So it's just the market making higher highs. But in this case, we have the high, and then instead of the market coming down, um, moving from, let's say, this level without breaking the low, the market broke the low, all right? Broke the low instead, and it gave us a new low. I think he also broke this level. Yes, he did. They broke this level. So now what I'm expecting the market to do is make a move back into this huge fair value gap. Now let's go to the higher time frame. Let's see if we can get a rejection from here. So I think this is what's going to happen. We have the 50% of our fair value gap here. All right, this is the 50%, and that is my entry point. All right. So this low will be my first take profit level. This is my first take profit level. This is my second take profit level. So let me just keep it here. Now let's go to the lower time frame. Let's go see if we have a valid entry point. So on the higher time frame, you see we have the fair value gap above here. Okay, we have the fair value gap here, and aside the fair value gap, we have these other blocks. Okay, we have these other blocks, which and I think the market would probably want to reverse from the other block. Uh, but in case the market decides to move from fair value gap, so here's what we're going to do. We're just going to have two entry opportunities. Okay, so we're going to have two entries. So in case the first one doesn't work out, the second one will. Okay, so this is my first entry. My second entry is going to be on the level, the other block level. All right, so we have the other block here. and this is my second entry. So I still have the same stop loss. I have the same take profit level, but different entry price and different risk to reward ratio. So the risk to reward ratio we got on the first entry is 2.08. Okay. So let's just say 2.0. Okay. 2.0 risk to reward ratio, which means if you are risking $10 on this trade, your profit target will be $20. All right. You are making two times of whatever you are risking. You're making a double of whatever you are risking. And our second entry has 3.5 risk to reward ratio, which simply means that you are making multiple of whatever you are risking. So if you are risking $10, your profit target will be $30. Okay. Now let's proceed. So I have my entry points. I have them logged in. Okay. And then so this is the analysis on BTC USDT. Okay. First entry, second entry. So whichever one triggers. And uh, since we have a stop loss, the market can decide to trigger from any of the two, right? So if the market goes above this level and enter the second take profit, that means uh, both limit order is going to get executed, all right? But if the market, gets to this point and decides to trigger this entry, it means this is the only one that is going to be triggered because this has more earlier entry price than this, all right? So let's go to the next instrument, which is BNB USDT, right? BNB USDT. We've completed our analysis on BTC USDT. What we're waiting for is we are patiently waiting for the market to get to our specified entry point. All right, so for BNB USDT, I think the market is going to reverse from this point of interest because here we have, let me quickly draw that out. All right. Okay, so we have the 50% here. Okay, so we have the fair value gap. We have the break of structure. Okay, let me quickly show you where we have the break of structure. So we are currently on the 2-hour time frame of BNB USDT, and we have a break of structure here because we have a high that got violated. Okay, we have a high that got violated there. So this is a valid break of structure energy. You can see how the market is currently trying to get back into the fair value gap that was left. The market is trying to get back in there and maybe move to the upside from that price point. Let's go to the lower time frame. So on the lower time frame, all right, so there's actually one thing that is disturbing here, which is the fair value gaps. So I don't like, candles with so many fair value gap. These are going to cause disruption in the market. So the market movement will be disrupted, and there will be different kind of consolidation phases around these levels. All right. So the market will not go on a straight line, on a straight trend. Anytime the market gets into a level where we have fair value gap, the market will want to reverse for a bit before finally breaking that level. Okay. So that is the reason why I mostly hate when there's too many fair value gaps or too many other blocks. All right. And that is what is happening exactly in this case. So what I'm going to do is let's go back to the 2 hour time frame. So you see, this looks like the market is going to continue to sell. Okay, but trust me, you don't want to sell until the market breaks this low. So we have a low here, and the market can this market can actually go down. Okay, it can go as far as this level, get into this price point, and before making the big move, right? But what I expect from this market is to move from the fair value gap. Okay. All right, so let's continue, guys. So that's my analysis on BNB USDT. Okay. But before I, place any entry here, before I open any position, I want to see the market inside the 50% of the fair value gap before I actually proceed. All right. All right, let's go to the next. So the next on the list is the junior brother of BTC USDT. This is Ethereum USDT. Okay. All right. This is Ethereum USDT. And from what I can see here on the 1 hour time frame, this looks like the market is going to continue to go down, right? So we had a liquidity purge around this level, and there was also, okay, so let me delete everything on the screen. Let's make fresh analysis. All right, let's make fresh analysis. So last week we had this liquidity pool. Okay, so these are called the liquidity pools, right? So they are liquidity pool because we have, level of rejections. We have rejections. We have this first rejection. We have, you see those ones, even though they didn't get to this point, and then we had this. We had this. And then finally the market broke to the upside. So they are liquidity pool because every time the market gets to the specific, price point, the market always sells to the downside. So what happened is every seller, the bears, okay. So when the market is approaching this level, they, they want to sell, okay. They prepare for, to open a sell order, all right. And then their stop loss is always around here because they want to set stop loss, a small stop loss, which is the retailers. They want their stop loss to be where, not too low, not too far. They want it to be close to the level because they believe the market is not going to go above this level. All right. But see what the market did to them. The market broke above the level, taking out all their orders, taking their stop losses before finally going their way. All right. So, guys, this is not manipulation. All right. So, a lot of traders, a lot of retailers, come online and start saying their forex market is very manipulating. Trust me, this is not a manipulation. All right. So, this is the benefit of learning the SMC strategy. Okay, so if you are a smart money concept trader, this is the level where you shouldn't be trading. Where we have, so the retailers will call this a double top. This is not a double top. Okay, this is a liquidity pool. As an SMC trader, anytime you see this, anytime I see this, my belief is this is a liquidity pool that is going to get taken out. Okay. And that is exactly what happened here. So what I'm expecting the market to do is after taking this out, I expect the market to give me a change of character, and then I look for possible entry opportunity. So what do we have next? So here we have the change of character. We have the change of character right here. So the market went up, took our liquidity, came back down, changed character, and then went back up to make a retest. Okay, pull back into the order block before finally making the bold move, right? So finally, the market came above here, got into the order block, right? So after getting into the order block, you see what happened. The market sold down. Okay, so we had gigantic spikes. Okay, see, long candles. So we had the first spike and then the second spike. All right, so I expect the market to actually make a retracement back to this level. This is the lower time frame. Okay, so we're still going to go down to the lower time frame to see if this corresponds with what we have on the lower time frame. Okay, though I prefer taking my entry from the higher time frame, most especially if I'm using fair value gap, just as we have in this case. Okay, so I want to take my entry from this 2 hour time frame, set my stop loss around here, and set my take profit just below here. Okay, so this is 1.89 risk to reward ratio, right? So now let's go down to the lower time frame. Let's see how uh, our fair value gap is doing on the lower time frame. Okay, let's go to 30 minutes. All right. So we have analysis on Ethereum USDT, right? I don't want to move this. So the only time I'm going to move this is if the market goes above this level. Okay. So if it goes above this level, the next point of interest, is this. All right. So like I said, the only time I'm going to consider taking my entry from here is if the market, you know, perhaps go above this level. Okay. So this is where I expect the market to make the U-turn, right? This is where I expect the market to make the reversal. On this zone, we have the fair value gap. Okay, but if the reversal doesn't happen here, the next point of interest is this level above, right? So let me just uh, make them align properly, right? All right. So my stop loss is too wide. My stop loss is just gonna be here. So just as we have it on BTC USDT, see the first one is giving us 2.7 risk to reward ratio, and the second one is giving us about 3.72 risk to reward ratio. Okay. All right, so let's continue with our analysis. Today is Monday, and the movement of the forex market is, always sluggish. All right. All right. So here we have ETC USDT. Okay, we have ETC USDT. All right, let's go back to. All right, so you see on the lower time frame, the market is currently making a bullish move, right? So this looks like it already started its movement, but I'm still gonna wait for 15 minutes candle to close though. Okay, I'm still gonna wait for the candle to close because. All right, so we have less than 4 minutes to the end of this current candle, the 15 minutes candle. So at the close of the candle, um, I think we can decide by then if this market is actually reversing from here. Though the candle formation we have from this to this level suggests that the market is going to go up, right? And then we had a retest of this fair value gap. So even though it didn't cut in deep, it's still a retest. Okay. So it just cut through the edge, right, into the fair value gap. And the market started making the bullish move. So let's say if it's going to continue this way, and when the market closes above, and then on the 30 minutes time frame, you say it's currently preparing to close above the two MAs, okay, the moving average. So once the market closes above the moving average on the 30 minutes time frame, together with what we have on the 15 minutes time frame, I think that's enough confirmation for us to actually open a buy position. Okay, so we have 2 minutes thereabout to the end of this current candle. All right, so we have less than a minute. All right, we have less than a minute, just few seconds more to the end of the candle. All right, but this is a crypto instrument, so make sure to enter with a small lot size if you want to take this trade, and it's going to be a long trade. Okay, so I'm going to share the signal, right? I'm going to share. So see, this is actually a buy, right? If you want to open this position, now is the time. Okay, I'm currently buying ETC USDT. Okay, so I'm going to share this to the general group. ETC USDT, right? All right, so this is still making bullish move. So I'm going to share. I'm going to share the. I'm going to share the take profit and the stop loss here. So the signal is a buy. Right. The signal is a buy, and we have the take profit one, the take profit two, and the stop loss. Okay. So if you still don't understand what take profit one and take profit two, mean, let me just quickly make a brief explanation of how to use the take profits. So for the take profit one, and this is the take profit two, okay, and this is the take profit one. So I don't think I need to make much explanation here. Take profit one is closer, take profit two is longer. All right. So if you are using the take profit one, you get the market will get to your TP faster. If you're using the take profit two, the market will get to your TP, with some distance. All right. If you want to use the both of them, you have to open double position. All right. You have to open this trade, this buy. Okay. The buy on ETC USDT, you have to open it 2 times. All right. So you can decide to have on your first open position and the second take profit on the second open position. Okay. But for me personally, what I do is even if I have two positions, I like to use the first take profit. I don't like to stay too long in the market. So when I make profit, I go out of the trade. Yeah. All right. Okay. So what do we have next? We have a position on ETC USDT. Okay. So let's go to SOL USDT. That's Solana. Okay. That's Solana USDT. So Solana also made a bearish move on Friday. You see the bearish move that was made. Okay. So Solana is also a crypto instrument, and I've mentioned it several times here that when one crypto is going down, all other crypto tends to follow. Their timing might be different, but most I think 99% of the time they all want to follow what the first one is doing. So take for example, BTC USDT is buying right now. There's high chance that Solana USDT is also going to buy. Okay, even if it's not buying immediately, it can take some times to start buying, but it's definitely going to buy. All right. So that's one thing with the crypto instruments. they all have similar moves, right? So it's a bit different for the forex instruments. So the only time they have similar moves is if you are trading, instruments that are similar. So when I say similar, let's take GBP USD and Euro USD for example. GBP is Europe, okay? Then if you are still trading the euro, it is still euro, all right? So and you're trading it against the same currency, which is the USD. So they're definitely going to have similar moves, okay? The same move BTC and Ethereum usually have, okay? So the timing might be different, as I've said earlier. The time this one, take for example BTC USDT, GBP USD rather. So the time GBP USD is going to start selling might be different from you know when Euro USD is going to sell. Okay, but they are both definitely going to sell at the end of the day. All right, so I think we should make analysis on the crypto forex instrument. Okay, I think we should make analysis on forex instruments since for we've already made for you know for the cryptos. So I don't see any need to continue with Solana. I mean, they all have similar moves, and we already have an open position on ETC USDT. So let's make analysis on GBP USD. Okay, so GBP USD is still making bearish moves. Okay, so let's take a look at USD JPY. Yeah, okay. So we have quite a move on the USD JPY pair, right? Right. So on USD JPY, you can see how the market had, reacted to this level. So it got into the 50% of the fair value gap. No, I think this is where the fair value gap started from. Yes. So we had a tap into the fair value gap. Then the market started making the big bearish move. And aside that, okay, so while it made this move, it also left this liquidity zone. All right. So it's a liquidity purge for this new move, but it's an inducement for the previous one. Yes. So this is how the SMC market works. The inducement, is also similar to the liquidity purge. Okay. But we can only call it a liquidity purge if there's a valid change of character. And in this case, we have a change of character here. Okay. There's a change of character on this level. the change of character here on this level. So USD is currently reversing with the look of things. So with the look of things on the 30 minutes time frame, this looks like the market is going to sell from this level. Okay. So this looks like a valid sell with a stop loss above here. First take profit. Second take profit. The same stop loss. Yes. All right. So all right. So before I open a sell position here, I'm gonna allow the market to take out this low, right? So this is the only way to confirm that the market is really gonna go down, because this is the low that created this high. So I expect the market to go below this low and make a retest. Okay, so the retest is where I'm going to enter the trade and sell to the downside. All right. So, guys, we've come to the end of our live trading session for today. Join me same time tomorrow. Let's analyze the market and look for entry opportunities. All right. So, enjoy the rest of your day and bye for now.